Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Endurance 3006. This is an awesome toy hauler fifth wheel, one of the most versatile toy hauler floor plans on the market. As you can see, it is a wide open space. The thing I love about this is when it's all set up like it is right now, you have a ton of seating in here, you have lots of sleeping, which I'll show you in just a moment. But when you take all this away, you have a massive 17-foot garage. That way, if you have like a big RZR side by side, you want to be able to pull it in here, you have enough space to do it. You have a couple bikes or quads, you can stack them up in line with each other. And then again, once you get there, you empty everything out, you have an awesome toy hauler with some excellent living space. We'll kind of start on the back here and make our way to the front. So on the back, you have your 8-foot tailgate there that does drop down into a ramp. You also have a drop-down screen right there. So that way, if you want to open that up, you can drop that screen down, have an awesome cross breeze coming through here, really be able to enjoy nature and not have to worry about bugs coming in and biting you at night. You'll also notice you have the queen bed here as well as the rollover sofas on the Happy Jack system. Both of these will lift all the way up to the ceiling if you want. You can also lock just the bed up there. So, as you can see right now, it's pretty tight. If you sneak in under here with the bed down, it's definitely doable, but you don't have a ton of space right here. So again, you can have that bed all the way up at the ceiling locked up in place, so this is all nice and open. Then at night, just pull a couple pins out. This guy drops down. You have a ladder, which we actually have stored underneath this sofa over here, and that way you can easily climb up into the queen bed. But underneath, you have both these sofas. This massive table is removable. But you want to talk about an excellent space. You can easily sit 4 to 6 people here. You have enough room for everyone to have a meal if you want to play cards. Whatever you want to do, you're able to do it right here at this table, which I love. And again, this also creates a queen bed. You simply have to pull the table up and off. You'll pull these 3 legs out. You can just pull them right out of the flanges in the floor there. It's nice and easy. Both of these are rollover sofas. They'll just roll right over into a bed. Now, let's say that you have some taller items that you're putting in here, and when the queen bed is up, you don't want these sofas to be up either. That is not a problem. When you raise the sofas up, they can actually swing down along the sides. Yeah, you may have seen that in some of the other toy haulers. You can do it here in the Endurance as well, and that way it will give you more height in the back of the garage here. Moving forward just a little bit, you see you have a slide out which really opens this space up. And again, you have an excellent space to sit right here and hang out. You can have more conversation. 4 to 6 people back here. You can fit another 2 to 3 here. Again, you have a table here if you so desire. 2 more chairs across the way with a table right in between. And again, you can kind of mix and match. You can take these tables out if you want, put them underneath the bed, put them underneath the bed here, whatever you want to do. But once you set it all up, you have an awesome space for hanging out with a lot of different people. When it is time to go to bed, as I mentioned, the queen bed right here, you have electrical outlets. You can't really see them on the other side of the bed there, kind of between the Happy Jack rail and the ramp door, but you do have electrical outlets on both sides. People can plug their cell phones in there. You also have an electrical outlet right over here for your seat right over here in the slide, and then you have another one right up top here. So that way if people are sitting in these chairs, need to plug some stuff in, you can do that too. So plenty of electrical outlets throughout. This does drop down into a bed. It's Jackknife Sofa. That also flips up against the wall, again, for when you're porting your toys. But that drops down into a small bed. An adult would really have to curl up into a ball, but it is a good extra bed for children. Windows on both sides here, both in this main living area as well as in the back, to really let in a lot of natural light. And naturally, you will have your exhaust vents. You have one down here, you have another one above the door. I'll show you in just a little bit. Lots of lighting in here, all LED lighting, which is exactly what you want. Most people, when they have a toy hauler, they take it to places where you don't have shore power. So being able to boondock is important. Granted, a lot of times we're running off the generator, but if you don't have a generator or you don't want to run it, you just want to run off batteries, the LED lights are a huge bonus to have because they're not near the draw on your battery. Good storage right up top of the slide here. You can see that. And then if you take a look across the way, all the way up top here, you have a lot of cool accent lighting throughout here as well. You can see the blue there. You have it up in the cupboards here as well. If you take a look underneath the kitchen counter, you can see kind of have like a white light down there. So lots of excellent lighting all the way throughout. This storage is a little bit taller. I would recommend bringing a small step stool, and that goes with any fifth wheel toy hauler because you have such high ceiling heights. They try to maximize the space. So getting up here, I'm 6 foot. It's a little tough for me without a step stool. Same thing when you're locking or unlocking that queen bed. I talked about there's those 4 pins. Sometimes it's nice just to have a step stool to be able to get up there and pull them out. Right over here is your entertainment center and the main control panel. So if you want to sit in here and rock out, that's your multimedia center right there. That one controls all the speakers in here as well as the ones outside. You do have a subwoofer over here too, so if you want a deep bass, that's what's going to provide it. And then you have the sound bar right here. So awesome sound quality throughout. That is hooked up to the TV here, and it is a DVD player if you want to watch a movie. Main control panel right here. Gen Start is on there. Your slides are on there as well. Tank monitoring panel, all of that is there. The water heater does run off both electric and gas. It is a DSI water heater, so you don't have to go out there and light a pilot or anything. But as I mentioned, it does run off both gas and electric. You can turn both of those on at the same time for higher recovery. Right over here on the side, you have this little guy as well. This is a handy little remote. And you'll see some different manufacturers that have this as well. I like that Endurance does. You can control your awning light from this remote, your awning as well, your slides you can control right here too. So it's really nice. You go to a spot, and again, you're probably going to take this in some maybe a little more remote places where you don't have a clear and defined camp location. So you want to make sure when you open up your awning or your slides, you're not going to hit anything. You can take this remote right outside with you, push the buttons, and control it right from there. Let's look over into the kitchen here. It's part of a toy hauler. You have to have a space to be able to prep meals, and that is what this is. You can take a look right here. Nice big fridge freezer combo, Norcold. I personally like Norcold, great manufacturer, built right here in the US. This one does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover, and the thermostat is right here on the outside, so that way it's nice and easy to control the temp. Right underneath, open this guy up. You see you have a good sized drawer underneath there. It's good for some camping pots and pans there. You also notice if you look up top, you have storage up there as well. So nice open cubby hole, same thing, right above the microwave. And again, as I mentioned previously, to access this, it probably is best if you have a step stool just to be able to completely get up there. Going around the rest of the top, you have good pantry storage here. Same thing, going all the way through here. Dropping down a little bit, you see you have a spice rack right over here, or I think their intent for it, in all honesty, was a charging station. I'd probably use this top one for spices, but whatever you want to do, you can see basically what it is. You have a couple of USB ports here, so you can plug your phone in and then kind of set it on these shelves is the idea there. But again, I like having spices. They're nice and easy to grab. This top rack definitely has enough room where you can do it there. One of my favorite parts about the Endurance, especially for the price point it's in, is the fact that they have beautiful solid surface countertops. You just don't see that in this price point for toy haulers. And when you have the awesome, beautiful countertops like this, when they're solid surface, that allows for an undermount sink, which is a much cleaner look, plus less chance for leaks as well. So you have the undermount double bowl stainless steel sink there, high-rise faucet to make it nice and easy to wash and rinse dishes. Again, LED lights throughout in here. Electrical outlet in case you need to plug anything in, whether it's a griddle or a blender, coffee maker, something like that. Right over next to that is your control for your Max Air fan. If you look straight above, you have a Max Air fan right up there. So, just touch of a button, that guy will open up. You can quickly get all the smells and stuff from whatever you're cooking out of here. Or again, if you don't want to run the ducted AC, you want to open up some windows, turn that on. It does an awesome job of giving you some cross ventilation, and it also has a rain sensor. So if it does start to rain, that will shut down for you. Right underneath the sink here, you see you have some good storage underneath the sink. Plenty of room for a trash can there, which is great. Underneath your oven, you see you have storage here as well. So kind of, again, coinciding with the storage underneath the fridge, you can kind of use the two for your pots and pans. Oven right here, and then a 3-burner cooktop, the front one being high output. You also have a stainless steel hood and your microwave right there too. The bathroom of the 3600 is nice and spacious as well. Right down in the corner here, you have a foot flush lever toilet, porcelain bowl, so it's nice and easy to clean. And as you can see, you have plenty of leg room. I'm pretty wide in the shoulders here. I have a lot of room up top too. Right up behind me here, you have a couple towel hooks there, so that way when you get out of your shower, you can just have your towels or your robes right there. Speaking of the shower, look at this. You have a one-piece residential shower in here. That way you have less chance for any kind of leaks. Nice slider door on here as well. You have a seat in the shower, so if you want to sit down and shower, if you need to shave your legs, you can put your leg up there and make it nice and easy. Hand wand here as well. Plenty of shelves in here for your soap and shampoo. And you have a skylight up top, which lets in all that natural light. Also gives you some headroom. Now granted, I'm 6 foot and I certainly don't need it. But if you're 6'4", 6'5", you need that extra head height. That skylight there will provide it. As we make our way back out, you do have a mirror right above the sink here, as well as some storage off to the side. This is really nice. It gives you that extra place if you want to, maybe fold up some towels or something and put them in there, some hand towels, extra rolls of toilet paper, your chemicals for your toilet, things like that. Big countertop here as well. You have all this extra space to the side. This is really nice if you, use like a flat iron or, need a place to set your hair dryer, something like that. You can plug that in right there. And then underneath you have a nice big open spot. I would probably put a trash can there, but again, if you want to like roll up or fold some towels, you can certainly stack that up and use that as a linen closet as well. Not only is the main living area and the garage, also the bathroom nice and spacious, but the bedroom in the 3006 is as well. You can see right here you have plenty of walk room. That way it's nice and easy to get out of either side of the bed. You can get in either side just as easy. It's easy to make the bed as well. Generally you don't get that, especially in a toy hauler. They make the bedroom really small and you kind of have to, scoot up against the wall to be able to get to the other side of the bed. Right here is a slide-out wardrobe. You do have mirrored doors. You have 2 wardrobes here actually, which is really nice. Hanging rod going across both. You can see that they're double-sided doors right here. Then underneath both wardrobes, you also have a nice big drawer. You have a queen bed right here in the center with storage underneath. That is strut assisted, as you can see, super easy to lift up. Good storage underneath there, just as easy to drop back down. And I love what they've done on both sides of the bed here. Starting right down below, you see you have that nice little cubby hole there. So if you want like a trash can in the bedroom, there's enough room there. Whatever else you want to put in there, you can do that, of course. On top of that, you have your nightstands. Electrical outlets on both sides of the bed. So if you need to charge a phone at night, if you sleep with a CPAP machine, you can put it there. Or if you just want a glass of water by your bed, you have plenty of space for that too. And then up top, you see you have some additional storage on both sides, as well as storage going across the top of the bed. Couple LED reading lights there underneath in case you want to read at night, and you have dual light switches right there in the bed so you can control your side. If you just want to leave one light on, turn the other off, whatever it may be. It's kind of nice. Usually you find that up on the wall, not by the bed, so I do like the extra control. If you take a look at the ceiling real quick, you will notice you have a second AC in here. This unit does come equipped with 2 ACs, which is plenty, especially for an RV that's in your mid 30-foot range. It really makes this unit here cool down in a hurry. Right over here on the wall, if you want a TV, this is where you would mount it. Your connections are right up top there as well. That way you can watch a show before you go to bed. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at the outside of the Endurance 3006. Starting right up front here is the front cap. You'll notice that it is kind of curved in on both sides here, nice and concave. That way it'll give you a sharper turn radius as you're backing into those camp spots to make sure you don't damage the back of your truck. You'll also see you have a mirror right here to help align the kingpin with your hitch, as well as a couple LED lights. So that way if you are hooking up or disconnecting at night, you're able to have some extra visibility. Let's take a quick look underneath. There are a couple things here that I really like, and one of them, and as we go through, I'll kind of talk about this some more, is everything you see on here is a standard, and I love that. The fact you're not getting nickel and dimed on options here. One of those things is a battery disconnect. This makes it super simple when you're done with your RV for the season, or if you're just leaving it there for a week or so. All you have to do is just flip the switch right there, and it will kill all power to the coach. That way it's not draining out your battery. If you go 2 or 3 weeks in between your excursions, you don't want a dead battery. So being able to flip that off is awesome. Then you don't have to unscrew this entire box every time to get to the battery itself. One of my other favorite parts is this right here. The Cummins Onan 5500 watt generator is a standard. This is an expensive piece of machinery. A lot of times, a lot of manufacturers will try to draw you in with some lower pricing, and then you find out you have to add that in as an option. Suddenly, it's a couple $1,000s more than you expected. So I love the fact that the Endurance comes with it. When we come around to this side here, we'll open this up. You see you have a 30-pound propane tank on this side, another one on the opposite side there for 60 pounds of propane. That way you have plenty of heat when you are out on your trips. Right in here, you'll see your pass-through storage. You know, good storage, especially for being the toy hauler. You can see this obviously goes all the way through. You do have some plumbing there, but they've done a good job of isolating it pretty much all to one spot. And you don't have any drain tubes or anything that are coming all the way through. So it is nice and open. You'll also see you have a couple of electrical outlets in here as well. So if you do want to plug anything in inside the pass-through, you are able to do that. Right outside here's another electrical outlet. So if you don't want to get in there, you know, you can definitely plug things in out here. This is be more for like your crock pots, things like that. The inside will probably be more for like your drill batteries, whatever else you want to plug in inside there. If we take a look up top, you see this one has a large power awning. Touch button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. LED light strip underneath as well as 2 outside speakers. So the 3006 is honestly one of my favorite floor plans when it comes to toy haulers. And the reason is it is an entertainment machine. You know, I showed you the big, huge space inside, how you can easily, you know, sit 8, 10, 12 people back there. And right here, you have this big awning. Look, you don't have any vents right here. This is all camp space. You're able to set up your chairs, you can set up your tables, you can hang out, you have music going. Again, if you like to entertain or you like to bring a lot of people with you, have people from other campsites, you know, if you want to be the main campsite, this is the toy hauler that you want. You see 3 steps to get in here. All 3 of them are aluminum, so those don't rust out on you. Rubber grip strips there as well, so if it's wet, you're not going to slip and hurt yourself. You also have the foldable grab handle right here, again, giving you that extra traction, especially if it's later at night. You know, I know myself, if I've had 1 or 2, that grab handle there can certainly help get into or out of the RV. As we make our way back a little bit further, I do like the bottom here. You'll see it kind of has like this, the etched pattern in there. Kind of gives it a nice little pattern, a little bit better than your standard like diamond plating that they put on a lot of them. It's just a little bit smoother. Looks better going down the road as well as being parked at your campsite. Right here, this is your 8-foot ramp door, as I had mentioned. Pretty standard to get in. You know, if you've seen toy haulers, this one's going to be very similar. Basically, you have these latches on either side. All you have to do, pull this out, twist it out. You'll do the same thing on the other side, and then the door will drop right down for you, nice and easy. Come around to the off-door side here. Take a look at this. You know, again, I talk about the endurance and things being standard. This is another one. You have a fuel fill station here as a standard. This is not an option. That's a huge deal. You know, you're out there with your quads or your side-by-side, whatever it may be. You want fuel to fill up. Now you have it, and you don't have to pay any extra for it. Making our way up a little bit further, you have all your hookups right here. Everything is nice and centrally located. You have an outside shower with hot and cold water access, so if you need to wash off before you head in, you can do that. Cable satellite inlets. This one does come with solar prep. So again, chances are you'll be somewhere you don't have shore power. You want solar? Not a problem. Just buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and you can trickle charge your battery. If you do have power, this is where it'll plug in at. 50 amp power service there because you have the 2 ACs. Black tank flush right here, city water inlet, as well as your tank fill right there. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2018 Endurance 3006. For price and availability, click on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.